Good morning, everyone. Sorry about the delay. Had a little technical difficulty here this morning. Just a moment as I get the charts up and running. All right. Okay, just waiting on the last couple charts here to load. And then we'll be good to go. All right. So here is the daily chart for the NASDAQ, and you can see that we continue to get these tiny little sessions. You know, a couple of months ago, we had decent size bars. Now, every single day, just a tiny, tiny little range. Yesterday, the market bouncing back as it got near 7,200. And here we are today with a little bit more of a bearish start to the day. Volume-wise, we do seem to be running out of steam, but that's what's to be expected with these small bars, right? You don't expect to see big volume with little bars. And if you do, well, then you need to pay attention because something's not right. Looking here at the Eagle now, you can see we've got a bit of a sideways range going on. Prices falling off here through the Asian session, really. European session pretty stagnant. Tried to recover a little bit, it looks like, but I think I would be looking at this and saying, okay, we got ourselves a sideways trading range that's looking something like that. And with these sideways trading ranges, the best thing to do is to actually let it get outside of the range. So long as the market is trading within this range, it's going to be tough because, well, the sellers are going to be up here, kind of in the top third, top quarter. Buyers are going to be down here. And then the middle, well, that's just no man's land. No woman's land either. It's too neutral. So, we'll just hang out here for a bit. We are getting some higher swing lows, which, you know, if I had to guess, I think would make me a little bit more bullish. All right, here we go, top end of the trading range. It's not quite a break, but the simple fact that we're up here testing, if I wanted to be a little bit more aggressive on the market, I might choose to use that as an entry point. You can see here on the Raptor, we produced a number 3 signal. The Hawk Scalper, we did produce a first micro-macro cross signal, which seems to have had some follow through. All right, you know what? I am going to take a chance here on this number 3 signal, and I am going to throw a buy order above that high, essentially the second push on the number 3. So the signal has engaged, it's retreated. I'm now looking for renewed momentum to bring me in. And if there isn't any, oops, there it is right there. Okay. Oh, come on now. You had such a promising start. Not asking for a lot here. All right, there we go. A little bit of an uptick. You can see the issue with the whole trading range, trying to get outside of the trading range, how the market's struggling. There we go, get up there. Okay, I'll take the trade to break even now. Now that we're about 80–90% on the way to the profit target. Come on. All right. We're a little bit slow getting there, but the trade working out. Here now you can see more clearly the breakout. Okay, the market giving us a little bit of a reaction. This is the point where you could put in your just-in-case order. Now that we know where the market has broken out and where its current limit is, that can be your just-in-case order to buy, just in case the market continues with the new trend. Okay, let's see if they follow through on that. If you wanted to be more aggressive on the short, you could also sell the market below here, below that swing. But it's really a judgment call at this point. The trend does seem to be trying to get bullish. Okay, a little bit of a bounce back, not quite off the hard edge, but definitely a little bit bullish. And I think what I would be watching is this type of trend line activity. a breakout above here would confirm that this is going to be a little bit more bullish and that this may just be a bear flag. And depending how aggressively you wanted to try to get into the market, you could roll your entry point down. So you could roll your entry looking now for a trend line break. All right, let's see now what kind of follow through we get, if any. All right. Okay, so they brought us in, so I'm going to put in my exit order now, and I'll put that here below this swing near the hard edge. There we go. And I think what I will do is I will look to the support and resistance lines. Oh, we got one nearby. Let's see, where will we go after that? Looks like we're going to have one around the 7140 area. Don't know if I'm going to make the market work that hard, but I will put one there regardless. Wow, we're really holding up here. Okay. There we go. We're getting a little bit of push. We're trading in slow motion again. Well, the one good thing is it gives you lots of time to think. You don't need to feel pressured to get into a trade. There we go. I'm getting a little giddy up. If we do the concept of a measured move, which simply means the market is likely to repeat the move that it made previously. Looks like my profit objective may be a little bit far away. I'll bring it in a little bit, maybe here to 71.30. I never like trying to get the last tick out of the market. Can be done, of course, but it's tough. Okay, that's far enough along that I'm going to bring my trade up now, at least to the break-even-ish zone. And, oh, they are going hard. I'm going to squeeze it. You can see they're starting to flinch a little bit. Come on, get up there. Okay. Well, it took a little while, but we finally got up there. And looks like Mark, way to go, you caught a trade. He said, took a little while, but I finally got a late filter entry signal. Oh, I guess they were waiting on some news. I'm guessing our charts are still out of sync here a little bit, but maybe your late filter came somewhere around there. Even if it didn't print as a late filter, though, excuse me, on the Ninja 8, you can see that we still had a nice little trend change signal. And it was confirmed here by the Bollinger Suite. So far, so good. A couple of trades, a couple of nice little profits. As I mentioned almost every day, if I were looking to trade my trade quota, my day is done at this point. You know, we're up about $300, give or take. That's per contract, mind you. I've done my 2 trades. I always prefer to have a smaller trade quota, 2, 3, maybe 4 trades. But remember, every time you go back, you do open up yourself to the possibility of a loss. And there's no point in getting greedy. All right, getting a little bit of a pushback now. It's a little bit more obvious here on the hawk. Actually, I guess we do have a bit of a test of the extreme here on the Raptor. So the next signal that prints will be a counter trend signal. That will be the number 2 signal. Again, I'm not entirely sure how aggressive I want to get on the counter trend. Oh, I see. Tom says Powell is speaking now. And so they're going to take a break again. Yes, they're really slow. I did not think that normally when you get these people from the Fed speaking, unless it's an FOMC release, it doesn't usually affect the market this badly. Obviously, today it looks like we got a little bit more emphasis going on. Yeah, Mark says there's a bunch of other things going on politically here today, so that may put a bit of a damper on the marketplace. Overall, though, there's still very bullish or trying to stay bullish. Okay, things getting slightly more bearish. We got an early trend change signal here in the Falcon. We do have a counter trend signal, a number 2 signal here on the Raptor. The Hawk, not there yet, although here comes the red bar buy signal that we could short below. I don't know how aggressive I want to get on that. Well, here we go. It's a bit of a snooze fest again. Not quite a hard edge bounce here in the Raptor, but you could treat it as such. The Bollinger Band Suite not in sync with that just yet, and technically we haven't produced a signal either. I was anticipating a signal because of the proximity to the hard edge. Oh, there we go. There's a little bit of a push. Now with that number 3 signal, not printing as a number 3 here on the Raptor because it looks like we are a tick or two shy of the hard edge, but it is a number 3 signal all the same. Given the nature of the market, it's probably advisable to use a second push opportunity, or to do what we did before, just bracket this as a sideways range. A smaller sideways range. And look for the breakout, the retest. Once we have the breakout confirmed, we know where to place our entry. And by confirming the breakout, what I like to see, well, if the market's moving quickly, I will take just one bar, but ideally I want to see a couple of bars on the reverse. So this was our previous range. Here's the breakout, here's the reverse. Here's the market settling back into that breakout zone, and then eventually continuing higher. Yep, see you, Ray. Ray says I'm taking off today. See you tomorrow. I think we're going to be cutting the room short here this morning as well. We'll take it to the bottom of the hour, but there's really nothing happening here. And if you're like me, you get bored and then you start thinking, well, what if I bought here? What if I sold this? And then all of a sudden your tidy little profit has a tendency to disappear. See, every time it tries to make a breakout higher, it gets turned back. All right. Well, here we go. We will, like I said, we'll kind of hold on here, maybe to the bottom of the hour, but it looks like the market a little bit constipated, probably here, at least for the rest of the morning. I doubt it will stay here all day, but it's the kind of situation where, you may as well, in my case, go have some breakfast or lunch, whatever your time zone happens to be, and then come back and take a look at it. Yeah, Jeff's saying the E-minis running into resistance at 2,800. It's the same kind of, I think it'll be the same kind of deal across the board here. Let's take a look. Where's my daily chart? Ooh, that was close. Almost sneezed in your ear. Well, there's, if we draw a little mini trend line, you got this tight little range going on. If we break it down, let's say we go here to a 5-minute chart. Oh, we got a little bit bullish there. Okay, I just thought maybe a different point of view would give me a different look, but at the moment, it looks like the buyer's still holding on. Volume really, really light, but it is only the first hour of the day. Yeah, this is, at times like this, the market is just happy churning around. All right, gang. I think we're going to call it a day. You know, anything you try, whenever your charts get like this, where you get all this candy striping going on, there's that trading expression, you have to look left to be right. You got to take the context into consideration here. If you're really desperate for something to do, you're going to have to wait for the market to get outside this range. You're going to have to set up your trading range, wait for the breakout before you can possibly take a trade. But honestly, it looks like the market is very content to stay where it's at right now. I do suspect we will see a little bit of a pullback, maybe back here to the hard edge around the 71.20 zone, and then maybe another rally up. But I think we should just call it a day, and we'll do this again tomorrow. All right? So be careful out there. I will talk to you soon. Bye for now.